getting too plugged up with debris and logs, and also derelict boats that were in danger of going astray, and I didn't want to get hit by those. We just left Hope Island. Hope Island is back there, and we're on our way to Oak Harbor. We spent 2 nights at Hope Island. So yeah, we were the only ones there at Hope Island until last evening. A sailboat pulled in, and then they left early this morning. And we're finally getting out. We left at about 10:20 in the morning, and we're going to go anchor in Oak Harbor, do laundry, pick up some groceries, and then try to make our way down toward Gig Harbor. This low-angled December sun really makes it kind of easy to navigate in the morning. I can see all the markers really well. Caucasians call it the Swinomish Channel. But the tribe, they pronounce it Swinomish. Well, Swinomish, I can see why people call it Swinomish, because you have Snoqualmie, Skycomish, Snohomish, all these Native American Indian names, and so it would just, you know, make sense that it would be Swinomish, but no, it's pronounced Swinomish. Fishing skiff going by the marker buoy. It's a common sight out here. And now the marker buoy is in front of White Horse Mountain. Motoring it because there's no wind. We're at Strawberry Point now. Here we can see the Olympic mountain range, and here we can see the Cascade mountain range. Both mountain ranges from the same location. Junk in the water. Doing a little motor sailing on my way up to Langley. It was a cold day. It's December, you know, not bad for December, really. We've been doing the close haul the whole way. Left Oak Harbor, and get there in a couple hours at Langley. Looking a little different out here at Langley since the last time we were here in April. There's a ferry boat being worked on, new building on the shoreline. There's the state park there on at that point on the right at Camano Island, and we came from that direction, coming from Oak Harbor. There are more boats here than the last time we were here. And there's Camano Head. Have the Cascade Mountain Range there. The big one behind those two boats is Mount Pilchuck. Off to the left is Three Fingers and then Whitehorse. When we leave, we will be going around that point to the right to go to Kingston, Blake Island, and hopefully, eventually, Gig Harbor. And it's about 10:30 in the morning, January 1st, 2024. Leaving Langley and heading to hopefully going to Kingston. So there's Kidney Island. I think I see the ferry out there, the Mukilteo Clinton ferry. Langley's back there. There's Camano Head. We're motoring it because there's not enough wind again. A lot of motoring on this trip. Motoring and motor sailing. So Charlie's doing well. I already fed you. You already had it. You ate it just now. Can you just relax? Just rest. Yeah, so it's gotten a bit choppy out here. Right now it's not too bad. There were some 3-foot swells, but I'm motoring and motor sailing. Got the main up and pretty good. I was trying to find Kingston and Edmonds out on the horizon, and I was right about where it is. I just saw a glimpse of the ferry. Okay, I can see it now out there. It's gotten kind of stormy out here. There's the tip of the island there, southern tip. And yeah, the furthest land points I can see are Edmonds to the left and Kingston to the right. But, wild out here. Anyway, slow down so I can steer the boat. And I have to be really careful because I'm doing a close haul here. So 45 degrees to the wind, going into the wind. But it's very gusty, so you know I get it, so it's just right, and then I gotta kind of ease off, get more into the wind when a big gust comes up, and kind of adjust it, kind of play with it. It's pretty nasty out here, but the boat's handling it quite well, and I can see the ferry up there just beyond where my anchor is. There's the ferry up there. So I get where I can see it. There we go. I'm kind of following the ferry into Kingston. I was thinking about going into Edmonds to the left, but my course is taking me right to Kingston. So I think I'm just going to stay on that course rather than trying to tack and that sort of thing. So I gotta really, I gotta watch it here. Sometimes there's a wave that goes over, and I gotta duck. Okay, the wind is really picking up. The lights here in Kingston are just amazing. The camera doesn't do it justice. It got even rougher yesterday, and we had some 6-foot waves. Came into Kingston. Maybe I should have gone to Edmonds, but I didn't want to try to come into a dock at a marina when it was that rough and that windy. We are just off of the breakwater here in Kingston right now, anchored, and a little bit rocky and rolly out here, but not too bad at the moment. I got gas at the fuel dock, and we're going to head out tomorrow morning if the weather cooperates. Head further south, try to get to Blake Island. But yeah, it was really a rough go yesterday. I'm still pretty worn out. It's the Vashon Island ferry in the distance, going over to, well, the Fauntleroy ferry, going over to Vashon. And yeah, the Winslow ferry is coming into Seattle. There's downtown Seattle. Got Magnolia Hill here. So we went past the lighthouse over there. And the San Juan Island ferry passed us by a little bit ago. Pretty nice conditions. The tidal currents are going with us most of the way. No wind to sail with, so we're motoring. And left Kingston, and then we're on our way to Blake Island. Blake Island is right up ahead. Be there in a little bit. Just some slow motoring. Smile for the camera, Charlie. Yeah, okay. And we're coming up on Blake Island here. And looks like we've got company. We've got a bunch of ships out here hunkering down for the storm that's coming. And there is another sailboat in there in the harbor I can see with my spotting scope. It looks like there's one outside the harbor as well. So here we are at Blake Island. There's just one other sailboat in the marina here. We have nice breakwater, so it's nice and calm. And that's the Ranger's boat there. Very nice.
And yeah, motoring down the Cobos Passage now after being at Blake Island a second time with Fallsbow, then Blake Island, and Blake is way back there in the distance. Hey, Charlie. The current is going with us. It's very nice.